Hey y'all, welcome back. No, I'm not naked. Don't make it weird. Starting off, we're going to want to block out our eyebrows and put on a ball cap and look a little something like this sexy beast. So product-wise, Jack Skellington is actually very easy to create. I'm not going to lie and say that it was easy overall because this did actually take me quite a bit of time to complete. A lot of it was getting the ball cap on. But to start off, you're going to want to cover your whole head and face with white of some sort. I used Mehron's Clown White, and that was my face telling you that I did not enjoy that. This is a very thick and very heavy product. It's perfect for getting that even white base that I was looking for, but it is very, very thick and very, very cakey. So you are going to want to make sure you set everything. Even with as much as I did set it, it did still transfer for me. So if you have any tips or tricks on that, leave those down below, but maybe try and just set it even more than you think you would need and you could probably be okay. Moving on after that is when you're going to want to start outlining all your black areas. So the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. I started with the eyes and I just freehanded it. You could try and sketch it out beforehand, but I just took my Makeup Forever Flash palette and I just kind of freehanded what I wanted to and then started filling it in. You could probably definitely also not fill in your whole eye area with white and probably make that easier on yourself, but because this was something I have never done before, I didn't know exactly how big I wanted the eyes and things like that, so I just did it as a precaution. If you are more comfortable with it, again, you don't have to fill in your eyes with white and that would actually make the black go on a lot easier for you. You do need to set it if you use the Makeup Forever Flash palette. It does transfer, so I am just using a black eyeshadow here. It also definitely cut down on the shine of the product and made it look a lot more intense and black, so that definitely helped. Going on to the nose. So his nose is actually much closer to his eyeballs than what mine are, but in order for you to not see my nostril holes, I have to put the nostril holes near mine. So I just did two Hershey Kiss type shapes coming up from my nostril holes onto the top of my nose to give me his nose. And again, set that. For his mouth, I'm still using the Flash palette and I am just following my natural smile lines and pulling this literally all the way to the back of my head. Jack Skellington has a really big smile, so you definitely just want to drag that all the way out. And then I'm just drawing little lines and letting the teeth taper off over the whole mouth. After that, in order to conceal my lips, because the white actually accentuates my natural lip, I am coloring in half my bottom and half my top lip to create more of a little bit of an open mouth look on him, but to disguise my lips as well and draw the eyes away from that area. And so once you fill that in and kind of drag it out so it's kind of even, it looks like his mouth is kind of peeking open, you are then again going to want to set it. I cannot stress that enough. Please set it. It will transfer, and you want to make sure that you're filling in between your lips and setting up in between your lips as well so none of your skin actually shows through. Next, I'm moving on to the shading. So I'm still using just a black eyeshadow here, and I am using a very tiny blending brush and I'm dipping it very lightly into the black, and then I'm actually buffing off a lot of the product like you see. Because you are working on a white base, it comes up a lot more pigmented, so if you are not careful, you are going to get it all the way on there and it's going to be difficult to clean up because the cream paint, the white on my face, isn't all the way set like I mentioned, so I definitely just had to be mindful of that. But so like I mentioned, I'm just putting some shading above and below the eyes to give my face more expression, and as well as just make it look more dimensional and 3D and not flat against my head. The shading really does make all of the difference here, and as you can see right there, I got a little too much product, so I kind of blended it out with my finger. Next, I'm also going to shade the teeth again to make them look a little bit more 3D. We don't want anything to look super flat against the face or it's just not going to look very good. So I shaded all of the teeth a little bit, and then I decided that I was going to draw my spine. And so I just again painted on with the Clown White and colored that down till about where the shirt I am eventually going to put on, would stop. Again, I set that. It did still transfer. Again, if you guys have any tips and tricks on how to get Mehron Clown White to set really good, leave that down below. I did use Mehron powder, so I'm not sure how else to go about it, but definitely leave us any tips or tricks. And then I started coloring in the visible part of my body from my shirt with black. Y'all, it took me this long to realize that my paint is a water activated paint. So that's why it's going on so patchy right there, the black. But eventually I figure it out, and then boom, I get myself all covered up and it dries just like that. It's so quick and so easy to use. And then as a final step, I filled in my waterline and I tightlined with a black eyeliner just because I don't put in any sort of contacts. This was going to make my eye look as black as possible. And then there you have it, my friends, the Pumpkin King Jack Skellington. I want to give a shout out to my friend Casey for requesting this look. It really pushed me out my comfort zone. I hope you liked it. If you did, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in my next one. Happy Halloween!
Okay, well.
Oh God! Why am I taking? Gross! My teeth look disgusting. Shit! I can't cry now. No! Oh no! Oh no! Oh God! Dang it.